I'm cold, very cold, and I mean that in every sense of the word. I've been told I have a very cold nature, that I allow myself to shut out others who actually do love me and not be affectionate to the people who love me and be affectionate to those who could care less, that don't have any love for me. I remember going to my grandma Beverly's house, his mom, and at the time he was living with her, I was little, and he was sleeping in the back room, and I used to always see him there when we would go over there to visit, and all I saw in his room was a pair of Nike Air Maxes sitting by the door. Nobody said anything to me. Nobody told me what was going on. My grandmother didn't say anything to me. He didn't bother to call. And I didn't really know how to process that. So as the years would progress, I was dealing with the same thing. He would leave and then come back, and then would leave and then come back. And whenever he was around, I was affectionate with him and would show as much affectionate or get as much affection as possible, because I knew it wouldn't be, long term. I knew it was only periodic. My father was, or is rather, one of those people who I am affectionate with, and my mom is the person that I'm not affectionate with. I'm not affectionate towards my mom, not because I don't love her, but because, like, I'm just not that way with her. And I don't really know why exactly I'm not that way with her. Because, like, it should be just as easy for me to be affectionate to her as it is for my father. I'm affectionate towards my dad, or I'm affectionate with my dad because, like, I try to get as much of it as possible because of the fact that he isn't a stable person in my life. He comes and he goes, and he's not really there. I also find myself not wanting affection. Like, I don't like it. And I think it's because I don't like being that way with people, to put myself out there like that. Because I always get rejected, and it's very hurtful. I remember back in elementary school, um, first grade is the earliest one. From first grade all the way to fifth grade, all the kids, including the teachers, they would pick on me and they would tease me, and it was a really difficult time. I had I had a lot of people who just didn't like me, and I didn't feel like I deserved to be treated that way. I was I had this thing, I have attention deficit disorder, which meant that I wasn't able to I wasn't focused as well as other kids were. So I was slow in a lot of things, and I got teased for it. And I had eczema all on my hands and on my legs. You could really only see it on my hands because I always wore pants, so you wouldn't know it was on my legs. And all the kids would treat me like I was some type of walking disease. I don't like being hurt. Nobody does, but I especially don't like it. Because, like, I've had to, it's like being treated like I'm nobody. And that's something that I've always felt since I was a really little kid. And to be standoffish with new people that I've met back in high school. Like, I could be cool with a person, have a great conversation, a long conversation with them, and even go as far as joking around with them, and then, like, the next day I'll see them in the hallway, and, like, I don't even say anything to them. And that has a lot to do with the fact that I don't like to be the one to put myself out there only to find out that whatever it was that was between me and that person really wasn't what I thought it was. I didn't have any friends throughout all of elementary school. I didn't have any friends. And the people that I thought were my friends, they weren't really my friends. They were just people who felt bad for me. That was all. But they didn't really care about me. They didn't. I got bullied by my classmates. I got mistreated by my teachers. I had nobody. And when the only person that I could really only depend on was my mom. And like, I know it hurts her that I'm not affectionate with her, because I know that she loves me unconditionally. And I don't know why I treat her that way, because she don't deserve it. Just recording things. Because there's still lights around here. Just keep doing what you're doing.
You make it feel that.
You're in it.
Alright! My sister is the one of a kind sister I ever had. If she wasn't in this world, I would be defenseless. For real, that's true. And mostly, then
Talking so much.
like this.
Hey!